Looks can be deceiving when it comes to these MCs. Each one of them hides a power in him that is more powerful than each in its own right. That's why for today, we'll be talking about the top 10 anime, where the badass MC pretends to be weak, but is OP. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. 10. Luck and logic. This world isn't simple to understand, however, the force that governs the world and protects it is called logic, and there are foreign entities from other worlds that can slip through that protection using their own logic power. That's why the ALCA is created to defeat those beasts and neutralize their threats. The MC of this show is actually so damn powerful, he never loses a fight, and mostly is considered godlike thanks to his powers and how good he is at using them. And his weapon of choice? A shield. A powerful, sturdy shield. Even though it might not seem like much, anime has proven time and time again how powerful a shield is. 9. Peach Boy Riverside. This MC doesn't as much pretend to be weak, but she is technically oblivious to the immense power lying dormant in her. Her abilities trigger every time there's a demon around, or when she's really pissed at something. The true power that lies in her is freed, and anyone unlucky enough to be on the receiving end of her barrage is erased from existence. 8. Battle Game in 5 Seconds. This show has the MC dragged into a competition-like kind of game where they have to fight to death and try to survive. Each one of them is given a power unique to him, and the power given to the main character seems useless on paper, but in reality, and thanks to his 200 IQ, plays he proves that the ability isn't one to be trifled with or taken for granted. You see, to activate his ability, he needs to manipulate his opponent to visualize his abilities in their mind. Then, all he needs to do is use those abilities on them. 7. Kamitachi ni Hiroareta Otoko. Ryuma's sad life of being treated as an object and overworked ends with his death in the real world, and starts again with him being blessed by 3 gods, each representing future, past, and present, treating him as their own child, granting him immense powers and spells, and sending him off to his new life with all his past memories of his old life. But there has to be a catch, right? Well, their catch was for him to live however he likes to and enjoy life. So what he did was that he now uses his time in taming slimes and utilizing them in all manners of ways to help him and others around him, as well as putting his immense magic to good use. Ryuma's journey is just starting, and he's already seen as a prodigy between his peers. This anime is so simple and chill, it drew a smile of satisfaction on my face all the way since episode 1, and I genuinely enjoyed it, every second of it, and can't wait for season 2 to come out. 6. Punchline. So, let me get this straight. The MC died, turned into a ghost, he gets a power-up by seeing panties, and seeing just too much panties ends the world by sending a giant comet to destroy the Earth? Did I get everything? Oh, and the world ends multiple times, but they keep rewinding it every time. That is kind of weird for a plot when it comes to ecchi, but somehow it works, and this way you can have fan service intertwined with plot. 5. Shin no nakama janai to yusha no party wo odisareta node. Henkyu de slow life suru koto ni shimashita. After being banished from the hero's party, this MC decided to take things easy and live a simple life like any other person. And this time, he was going to follow his dream of creating an apothecary for everyone in the countryside to benefit from. And even though he seems for some just a weakling, for others they don't know the fact that he is the brother of the hero and is actually on par with her powers. 4. Talentless Nana. In an age where the only enemies of monsters aiming to rule the world are talented teenagers with special abilities, a talentless child was born and is treated harshly and bullied by others around him for not having an ability or talent like them. However, what they don't know, and even he doesn't know, is the fact that he has the ability and talent to nullify and stop others' talents from working on others. In a world ruled by talents, this ability is actually broken and so OP in its own right. Three, Raka, Braves of the Six Flowers. The legend spoke only of 6 heroes that will gather and destroy the Demon Lord threatening the peace of the world they live in. So, when the heroes meet up and find that they are 7, they immediately come to the conclusion that one of them is an imposter and a double agent of the Demon Lord. And unlucky for him, our MC is the one to be branded as the traitor. Now, being hunted by the supposed heroes, he has to find a way to discover who the real imposter is and clear his name. This is one of those shows that you watch for the journey and what happens during it, rather than to watch it for the end goal. 2. Noragami. We all know that he's a god without a shrine that prefers to do petty jobs for even less money. He's a weird god, to say the least. But one thing no one knew about Yato is that he is one hell of a skilled swordsman. Yeah, can you imagine it? This weird go-lucky deity that seems easygoing 90% of the time is actually a very powerful and proficient swordsman. When it comes to battles, he's a veteran and knows what he's doing. 1. Saiki Kusuo no Sainan. He might seem like a normal weirdo and a weakling like everyone else, when in reality this guy couldn't care less about life and people in general thanks to how powerful his psychic abilities are. Just like Captain Manhattan, he's distant from the humans the stronger he gets, and trust me, he is strong and really powerful. He had his power since his birth and demonstrated his ability to use them at the age of 14 days by telepathically talking to his parents, and at the age of whenever he wanted to. And just to put things into perspective, if he wanted to and wasn't too damn bored, he could destroy the whole human race and erase them in just 3 days, eradicating everyone and anyone that can stand in his way. And what is his weakness, you might ask? He has 2 of those. Actually, the first one is Nindao, and the second one is insects. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!